Shabbat shalom, everybody. All praises to the mighty Yah. We want to welcome everybody back to our 7-day Sabbath Holy Convocation, where we just finished our meal. And I want to thank Yah for allowing me to escape that little issue and then rebound. Hallelujah. All right. We want to welcome our internet audience as well as our members here at the House of Israel back. And we have just eaten our meal, so we want to rise and face the east. And we want to thank the Most High, Almighty Yah. We thank you, Yah, for that great meal you just gave us, Yah. We thank you, Yah, for giving us another day, another hour, and another minute, and another second to call on your holy name, Yah. We ask you, Yah, that you bless us with a good spirit, Yah, and the spirit to praise your name, Yah, to give praises and not take the blessings that you've given us for granted, Yah, but to continue to serve you, Yah, as if it were our first day serving you, or as if it may be our last day, so that we can give it all that we got, Yah, and give all the praises that we have inside to you with all our heart, soul, and might. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Praise my Yah. Hallelujah. All right. Right now we're going to move to our praise portion of our service. And whoever's up first, let's get busy.
Come on, we got dead air.
What? All right, we're going to start off with a song. Let's go to Psalm 91. A song or a song? Since we don't have a S-O-N-G ready, we'll do a S-P-S-A-M. P-S-A-L-M. Okay, so you ready to go with the song, brother? Yes. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. We're going to go ahead and get started. We'll do our songs first then. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. And the rest of our artists, please get prepared to let's move forward. Praise all right. Hallelujah.
Can we get some clapping?
It depends on how you do it.
Me don't wanna hustle no more, 'cause I know what's in store. Me don't wanna hustle no more, 'cause Babylon, I don't wanna live that life no more. Me don't wanna hustle no more, 'cause I know what's in store. Me don't wanna hustle no more, 'cause Babylon, I don't wanna live that life no more. Living in the ghetto and me life no easy. Every morning me have to find some money. Feed me Pekingese like look out Turkey and look out Terry's. They coming up on this scene, the police chase after me. They coming up on this scene, me have to fight to be free. Say nothing people, they gon' talk about me. But this right here, man, don't speak about reality. You don't wanna hustle no more, 'cause I know what's in store. You don't wanna hustle no more, 'cause Babylon, I don't wanna live that life no more. Me don't wanna hustle no more, 'cause I know what's in store. Me don't wanna hustle no more, 'cause Babylon, I don't wanna live that life no more. Me have to ask God to bless me. I know that only Yah can save me. I tell you, Satan, let go me on. Me not want no more of your temptation. Stay out me face, you a big disgrace. Me rather have Yah come take over your space. Me know that you're wicked and me know that you're wrong. So run back to hell and leave this man alone. Me don't wanna hustle no more, 'cause I know what's in store. Me don't wanna hustle no more, 'cause Babylon, I don't wanna live that life no more. Me don't wanna hustle no more, 'cause I know what's in store. Me don't wanna hustle no more, 'cause Babylon, I don't wanna live that life no more. Praise Yah. Hallelujah.
Okay, I'll do another song a little later.
Yes. Yay.
Shalom, Israel.
Hey, it's a ongoing mission telling my people we don't have long. Try not to walk it wrong. Tell my brothers to stay strong. Hey,
Because I'm all about my Yahweh Elohim, even when I stand alone.
then it's starting to let go. Because I stress over
Things I can't control.
get heavy and my stress they give me hope. Is he right by my side? That's something I don't know. That's something that I know. So I had to write this. They say young Israel no vote. When it's not in our control, I see my people lose their hope. Ain't composing, my composure's so bold. Yahweh's coming and we'll reload. Yeah, that's right. I feel it in my soul. And this flow will make them run. Oh, this flow don't sound so fun. All that Christian, I'm so saved, it made my ears go numb. Hey, I just need a break. I just need to break it down, cause they try to break us down and bend these laws, but my people build to stay strong. Hey, we just have to stay strong, stay strong. We just have to stay strong, stay strong. Yeah, we just have to stay strong, stay strong. We just have to stay strong, stay strong. Walking in the spirit of God, hey, with my people, yeah. Walking in the spirit of God, hey, with my people, yeah. Walking in the spirit of God, hey, with my people, with my people, with my people, with my people. It's a ongoing mission telling my people we don't have long. Try not to walk it wrong. Tell my brothers to stay strong. Hey, because I'm all about my Yahweh Elohim. Even when I stand alone, my problem's bigger than Goliath. Need guidance from the highest. Put pressure on my people like the answer is to riot. If you ask them who's the pilot, everybody's indecisive. Yeah, shout out to my people. Keep these words and these laws so they can then we stay strong. Hey, we just have to stay strong, stay strong. We just have to stay strong, stay strong. Yeah, we just have to stay strong, stay strong. We just have to stay strong, stay strong. Walking in the spirit of Yah, hey, with my people, yeah. Walking in the spirit of Yah, hey, with my people, yeah. Walking in the spirit of Yah, with my people, with my people, with my people, with my people. It's an ongoing mission telling my people we don't have long. Try not to walk it wrong. Tell my brothers to stay strong. Hey, because I'm all about my Yahweh Elohim. Even when I stand alone, we just have to stay strong. We just have to stay strong, stay strong. We just have to stay strong, stay strong. Yeah, we just have to stay strong, stay strong. We just have to stay strong, stay strong. Walking in the spirit of God, hey, with my people, yeah. Walking in the spirit of God, hey, with my people, yeah. Walking in the spirit of God, with my people, with my people, with my people, with my people. Back to the shoulder get hand, I'm talking about following the duties of man, forgetting the concepts and precepts of man. I'm the creator, number one fan, I'm fooling with lions, I feel like I'm damn, flow too hot, like what is the 10? The flame door for the words that I'm saying, protecting the life that he wrote with his hands to stay strong. Yeah, we just have to stay strong, stay strong. 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 Walking in the spirit of God, hey, with my people, yeah. Walking in the spirit of God, hey, with my people, yeah. Walking in the spirit of God, with my people, with my people, with my people, with my people. It's an ongoing mission telling my people we don't have long. Try not to walk it wrong. Tell my brothers to stay strong. Hey, because I'm all about my Yahweh Elohim. Even when I stand alone, we just have to
serve. It's jealousy's nothing you've experienced in this earth. War on the front line with words. I find the scriptures that's written. Open my eyes and heart to see what's hidden. The wondrous things. X-ray my brains. Yeah, I know my determination never fade. There's something native. I know my enemies hated. The ducking dreams. Let the nightmares through. Plotting on the revolution. Cause I see no change in these future days. So I refuse to continue this way, yo.
Oh man, it will be a new world. Walk into the future, so we can have our own ball.
Forward to it.
New world.
That's my only shot with this rifle, so I hold it up. I'm a Hebrew Israelite, can't change the Yahweh chose us, so I focus on my king. Yeah, I focus on my God, so righteousness I can lead my people, the chosen seed. Yes.
Oh man, it will be a new world. Walk into the future, so we can have our own ball.
Forward to it.
New world.
In the world.
so fly. So soar like an eagle, keep your hands in the sky. Hey.
God, my way. Believe myself. Believe my stress. And put me to the test. I want you to guide my way. Believe myself. Believe my stress. And put me to the test. I want to believe in God. Believe in you. I choose to believe in God. Believe in the word of God.
Hey, hey, hey.
Believe in the word of God.
Hey, hey, hey.
Believe in the word of Yahweh. Believe in the word of Yahweh. Hey, hey, hey. Believe in the word of Yahweh.
Believe myself.
Believe my stress. And put me to the test. I want you to get. That's a good song. We can do it. Y'all can help me, please.
That's been our thing.
Hands up, hey. Hands up, hey. Hands up, hey. Hands up, hey, hey, hey. When it goes to the king of souls, living like them, you'll never know. Living like Joe, you on your toes. Try not to play with the highs and lows. Because I got 10 fingers and I got 10 toes. And I'm still feeling so hard. I got 10 goals. Talking his laws to do your man. Study his word, be a part of his plan, yeah. I can see the aim where I stand. Remember the laws, plans, look for the world again. For the day, for the night, so man. Hey, his mercy endures forever. My Elohim cannot be measured. Don't gather, don't think on each other, they call on the yellow or extras. Remember the Sabbath day, keep it holy though. Don't be out doing your pleasures. We gotta make it through this weather. We have to make it through this weather. Yeah. So why should I ever be worried? My blessings are right here shortly. After I give y'all glory.
All glory goes to the Father, Yahweh. He is our Elohim. All glory goes to the Father, Yahweh. He is our Elohim. All glory goes to the Father, Yahweh. He is our Elohim. All glory goes to the Father, Yahweh. He is
Hey,
our Elohim.
hey,
Flow with the words, flow with the words,
yeah, yeah. Hey,
flow with the words, flow with the words.
hey, praise God. Give it glory to his name. Our glory goes.
Our Lord goes.
Our glory goes to the Elohim. I rock my staff. I rock my staff. The power I need. This come from field. This come from field. This company feeds
Me.
I have to obey. Yeah, his words will never go void. My God, we have to deploy. Call on his name and feel the joy. Like you receiving a joy. Yeah, I see my father destroyed. I see my father build up. Yeah, I learned that man is enough. Yeah, I learned that God is enough. Hey.
All glory goes to the Father, Yahweh. He is our Elohim. All glory goes to the Father, Yahweh. He is our Elohim. Flow with the words, flow with the words, yeah. Give him praises to his name. Flow with the words, flow with the words.
Praise God, praise God.
Give him glory to his name. All glory goes to the Father, Yahweh. He is our Elohim. All glory goes to the Father, Yahweh. He is our Elohim. Flow with the words, flow with the words.
Yeah.
Give him praises to his name. Flow with the words,
Hey.
flow with the words.
Yeah.
Give him praise to his name. All glory goes to the Father, Yahweh. He is our Elohim. All glory goes to the Father, Yahweh. He is our Elohim. Flow with the words,
Roll.
flow with the words.
Flow, flow.
Give him praises to his name.
Who's next?
Praise Yah.
Praise God.
Praise Yah. My second song. Praise Yah. All glory to Yah.
Little girl.
For everything, man. You feel me? That's right. Turn it up. As we take your rest on all my people living right. Let's get it right. Since it's all in here, where we trade with music, teach you right.
Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Shabbat shalom.
But you have to be strong.
Very strong and correct.
Strong. To see the goal and to get there, you have to be strong. You have to persevere.
Alright. Praise the mighty God.
To see Jerusalem and get there, we always talk about that. To see that great day, you gotta be strong.
Be strong.
We have
Heart too.
and we gotta prepare you a lot, and a lot more that's coming.
Israel, keep your head up. Israel, don't give up.
Sometimes the going on this path can't get tough, but you know where you gotta put your trust in God.
Yeah.
Israel, keep your head up.
Yeah. Israel, don't give up.
Just up in y'all, my good sister, 'cause that's a must. And yeah, I'm smoothing out for you when it gets really rough. I done came a long way and I have so far to go. A righteous man from 7 times, so Yahweh, please hold me close. It's a two-way word out there, you know. Oh yeah, I know you know. We have to be the light so the people know what back to go.
Praise God.
Ain't nothing shot in this people. Don't surprise the sunset, all they do is fight evil. All them look bad and bittersweet, there's something deceitful.
Praise God. When this gets back, we see clear like the
So stay true to the duty, fly like an eagle. Search the book of God and none of these shall fail you. But you have to stand in that old heaven and stay true. But you have to stand in that old heaven and stay true.
Yeah.
Israel, keep your head up.
Israel, don't give up.
Sometimes the
Going on this path can't get tough, but you know where you gotta put your trust in God. Israel, don't give up.
just up in y'all, my good sister, 'cause that's a must. And it's proving out for you when it gets
Really rough.
yeah, we have the righteous Elohim. Oh, this is wisdom that's worth more than the finest of gold. Now without your getting, get your understanding. Open up your ears and heart and know that he's commanding. Yeah, he smote Pharaoh and all his men. Now the whole world knows the power is in God's hands. We have that righteous Elohim of old. It's his wisdom that's worth more than the finest of gold. All your lions of your Buddha, let me hear you roar. And Michael standing over us, keeping guard. All the lions of your Buddha, let me hear you roar. Strong, darting, God is looking for. Be dark, shells and people, throw yourself in righteousness. Put your best foot forward, 'cause our obligations serve the best.
You can't be weak, baby, weak, and then we gon' see it.
Your father.
We gotta be
Strong.
strong. Strengthen your hand. I'm gonna be there. No man can stand against you.
You gotta be strong. Strengthen your hand.
And be a good person.
Yeah. Israel, keep your head up. Israel, don't give up.
Sometimes the going on this path can get tough, but you know where you gotta put your trust in God. Israel, keep your head up. Israel, don't give up. Just up in y'all, my good sister, 'cause that's a must. And he'll smooth it out for you when it gets really rough.
Hallelujah. It's some water in that thing too. It's some water.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Yeah. Hallelujah.
You wrote it.
Line upon line, precept upon precept. Here, little. Hey, there, little. But my word was line upon line,
for sure. I feel a little air, who was at the window. No, I was prepared, and my bars are everywhere. Looking well to my going, but sometimes I trip downstairs. His mercy endures forever, and that's the reason why, and that's the reason why, and that's the reason why. Yahweh is my praise, my praise, my praise. Father Abraham is my praise, my praise, praise. Holy One of Israel is my praise, my praise, praise. May the heaven and the sea, my praise, my praise, praise. Sunshine and rain, blue game, been loose, no, like no truth to. He's a tower and shield, a objective if you will. He's my shepherd, I'm his sheep, his right step, they come from me. He wakes me up and I give him praise. Praise Yahweh, ancient of days. His mercy endures forever, and that's the reason why, and that's the reason why, and that's the reason why. Yahweh is my praise, my praise, my praise, my praise, my praise. Father Abraham is my praise, my praise, praise. Holy One of Israel is my praise, my praise, my praise, praise. May the heaven and the sea, my praise, my praise, praise. He is my rock, I am loving it. He is the star. I hold on to Yah, 'cause that's my will. Is Israel's daughter here at your heel. I strive within and I prevail. Yah, please bless me, show me tell. His mercy endures forever, and that's the reason why, and that's the reason why, and that's the reason why. Yahweh is my praise, my praise, my praise, my praise, my praise. Father Abraham is my praise, my praise, praise. Holy One of Israel is my praise, my praise, my praise, praise. May the heaven and the sea, my praise, my praise, my praise, praise. Hallelujah. He's my praise, praise Yahweh. He's my praise, hallelujah. He's my praise, praise Yahweh. He's my praise, hallelujah. He's my praise, praise Yahweh. He's my praise, 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 praising. He's my praising. He's my praising. Hallelujah.
Oh my goodness. Ah.
Hallelujah.
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 Hallelujah. Praise Almighty Yah.
Yeah.
For Yah is righteous.
Yeah.
Yah is holy.
Yah is holy.
Yah is glorious.
Yah is
What else is Yah?
greatly to be magnified.
Yah is king. What else?
Yah is
righteous.
Yah is awesome.
Yah gonna save us.
Hallelujah.
Yah going to save us. Yah is powerful. Yah is greatly to be feared in the assembly of the saints. Hallelujah. The scriptures in the book of Psalms 50 and 5, the scripture says, gather my what? Gather my saints together, those that have made a covenant with me. Is this too loud? Those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice. Hallelujah. And we are the people of the Most High. We are the people that have gathered ourselves together by sacrifice. Let us go turn to the book of Psalms, the 96th chapter. And we're going to rise and we're going to face the east. And we're going to recite this psalm in unison. Psalm 96. This your chapter, ain't it, brother? And Brother Giver is going to come up and give a presentation in the next couple weeks on this great chapter. But right now we're going to face the east, and we're going to recite this together. Because this goes right in hand about what we're doing right now. We praise the Most High, and we must give Yah His glory. Hallelujah. Psalm 96. Oh, sing unto Yah a new song. Sing unto Yah all the earth. Sing unto Yah. Bless His name. Shew forth His salvation from day to day. Declare His glory among the heathen. His wonders among all the people. For Yah is great and greatly to be praised. He is to be greatly feared above all deities. For all the deities of the nations are idols, but Yah made the heavens. Honor and majesty are before Him. Strength and beauty are in His sanctuary. Hallelujah. Give unto Yah, O ye kindreds of the people. Give unto Yah glory and strength. Give unto Yah the glory due unto His name. Bring an offering and come into His courts. O worship Yah in the beauty of His holiness. Fear before Yah all the earth. Say among the heathen that Yah reigns. The world also shall be established, that it shall not be moved. He shall judge the people righteously. Let the heavens rejoice, and let the earth be glad. Let the sea roar, and the fullness thereof. Let the field be joyful, and all that is therein. Then shall all the trees of the wood rejoice before Yah, for He cometh. For He cometh to judge the earth. He shall judge the world with righteousness, and the people with His what? Truth. With His truth. Hallelujah. 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 Praise Almighty Yah. For Yah is righteous all the time. Hallelujah. And it says, Yah shall come to judge the world with His truth. And this is what we have. We got Yahweh's truth. The Almighty has revealed His truth unto His servants, Israel, that Israel might teach the world His truth. So I wanted to start off with this psalm right here because, and if anybody got any comments, please feel free to make them. But one thing that I wanted to point out, a couple things that I want to point out, it says in the in the fourth verse, no, I'm going to go back up to the first verse. Oh, sing unto Yah a new song. Sing unto Yah all the earth. So all the earth is going to be singing to Yah. Whereas to now it might just be us, but all the earth is commanded to sing unto Yah. And the Almighty going to make the earth sing to Him. He's going to bring the entire earth into submission. The Almighty is going to bring each and every one of us into submission. Not submission unto no more reign, not submission unto any king, but submission unto Yah and his laws. And this is what we're here to do. It's our job to teach the laws. It's each and every one of our responsibility to learn these laws, that we might not only talk about them, but that we may also understand how to execute them. That we might learn how to be an example and exhibit that we not only have the wisdom of Yah, but that we understand how to depart from evil. That we understand how to walk in a righteous way before our King. Sing unto Yah, bless his name, shew forth his salvation from day to day. And this is what we're supposed to do. Not only show forth the salvation of Yah, that Yah saved our people coming out of Egypt, but we need to lift our heads up. Because if we really truly trust in Yah, we would have faith that the Almighty is going to save us from the condition that we in. And I know we do, but sometimes we get a little weak. We get a little off track. And the Almighty prophesied this to Daniel. He told Daniel that this fourth great beast will wear out the saints of Yahweh. And this is what's happening. To this day, the saints of the Most High are being worn out. And we're going to talk about why, and we're going to talk about what we can do to stop getting worn out. Fourth verse says, for Yah is great, and he's greatly to be praised. And that's why we changing the tune up of how we conduct in our service. It's going to be more praise on our Sabbath days. It's going to be more joy on our Sabbath days. We're going to always exalt the law, but it's going to be more time for praise. And all that other stuff we want to debate on, we can do it on Wednesdays. But when we come in here, we're going to praise Yah, we're going to exalt his name, and we want nothing but happy vibes in here. We want nothing but happiness. We want to restore. We want to ask Yah to restore unto me the what?
The joy
of my salvation.
Yes.
The joy for me to know that my salvation is coming.
Yes.
Regardless of the situation that I'm in. Because if we truly trust in Yah, we trust in that the end point is going to happen. Fifth verse says, for all the deities of the nations are idols, but Yahweh made what? Our Elohim made the sun.
Yes.
Our Elohim made the moon.
Yes.
This is who we worship.
Yes, sir. Hallelujah.
For all, Yahweh made the heaven. Sixth verse. Honor and majesty are before him. But what did Yahweh say? He said, but the wicked shall not behold the majesty of Yahweh. Y'all familiar with that? That we show that the wicked, I don't know if he said the wicked, but I'll go to the verse. I believe it's in Isaiah, the 26th chapter. The wicked shall not behold the majesty of Yahweh. In other words, when you don't behold the majesty of Yahweh, you don't really see the beauty that Yah has contributed to this earth and the beauty that Yah has contributed to your life and what Yah has in store for us. Let's go to the Isaiah 26th chapter real quick. I'm trying to not to misquote that, but the words of the Almighty is so deep, it's impossible for a man to really remember every single thing. So it don't bother me. Isaiah 26, and what did we say? Let's start at the first verse. The more I kept reading up, the more I wanted to go up. Go ahead, King.
In that day shall this song be sung in the land of Yehuda.
That day shall this song be sung in the land of Yehuda. So I want y'all to picture this. And I want y'all to trust in Yah and know that this shall come to pass.
Hallelujah.
Despite all the rough times that are going to happen in between, despite the fact that we're going to go through a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time, we shall see this end goal. Starting the first verse again.
In that day shall this song be sung in the land of Yehuda. We have a strong city. Salvation will Elohim appoint for walls and bulwarks.
Salvation is the Almighty going to appoint for walls and bulwarks. And these is some things that we got to start understanding, not only from the physical eye, but also from the spiritual eye. Because there's some things that we read about and we only look at them from the physical standpoint, but a lot of them have deeper spiritual meanings that sometimes we just read and we glance right over. Such as this week we were talking about in our Wednesday class, we talked about this being Yah hiding us in the secret of his tabernacle. And the brother said, well, what is the secret of his tabernacle? You remember that? And I thought that was a good question because we glanced right over that. And today we're going to talk about what that is. We're going to go deep into that. But keep going. 26 in the what? Second verse?
Open ye the gates that the righteous nation, which keeps the truth.
The righteous nation, first of all, they was keeping the truth before they even was allowed to enter the city. Open ye the gates that the righteous nation, which keepeth the truth, what? May enter. And people say, well, you can't keep the law unless you're in the land. No, you're not going to get into the land unless you start keeping the law. And that's why he said, open ye the gates that the righteous nation, which is already keeping the land, keeping the law, keeping the truth, that they may enter. Go ahead.
Thou will keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on.
Thou will keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed upon thee. So when we keep our mind focused on Yah, keep our mind focused on what Yahweh has told us, and we trust in him, then our minds are going to be at perfect peace. You're not going to let all that other garbage consume the space that's in your mind. And that's why it says, mark the perfect man and behold the upright. For the end of that man is what? Laying up worrying all night, right?
Peace like the river.
Going around with a troubled spirit, right? No, the end of that man is what?
Peace.
Peace. So sometimes what we have to do is when we enter these realms of troubleness, when we enter these troubled waters, we got to draw our peace right back. We all are capable, and we all are human, so we all get thoughts that take us off track sometimes, but we got to be able to draw our peace back unto us. Hallelujah. Thou will keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is what?
Stay.
Not that think about him sometime.
Stay.
That stayed on him. So if we in trouble, and if our mind is being consumed by troubled thoughts, that lets you know right there, your mind ain't stayed on Yahweh.
Right.
You letting that other stuff trouble your mind. And that's why we have a Sabbath day. And that's why when we keep our Sabbath days like we supposed to, all that other garbage that's happening the other days, you don't let that in on Yahweh's Sabbath day. Yahweh's Sabbath day are supposed to be for the praise of Yah. Don't bring no burdens in. Don't bring that other stuff in. And then you got a day to just totally let your mind be free. And that helps to preserve you. I don't know if y'all realize that, but the fact that y'all give us 6 days to work and 1 day off, that ultimately helps to preserve us physically. The fact that Yahweh give us 6 days to worry about the bill collectors, and then the 1 7th day, I don't care how much, I could owe you $10 million. I ain't thinking about you today. You can go fly a kite. I ain't answering your phone call. I ain't opening up your letter. Matter of fact, I ain't even going to the mailbox. Whatever you got, you can email me, you can text me. I'm not even going to be bothered with that garbage on Yahweh's Sabbath day. This is my day of peace. That I will keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, because he what? Because he trusts in thee. So at the time that our mind is not in peace, some trust has been lost. We're losing our faith. We're losing our trust in the Most High. Because if we was completely in that trust factor, all that stuff wouldn't be bothering us. Regardless, this is Yahweh's will. Because when you trust in Yah, you got to look at, but it's Yahweh's will. I might not want to give all my money up, all the money I done made, and I only got $5 left out of my check. Well, it is what it is. If you got the right mentality, but if you ain't got the right mentality, you're going to be angry about it. Certain things you can't help, you just can't help. You just move on with life and try to hope for the best. But let's keep going though. For a verse.
Trust ye in Yah forever.
How long? Forever. That's one of our major keys to our number one salvation is to trust in Yah forever. That lets you know that our trust is never going to be able to, you're never going to be able to let that go. We're supposed to keep trusting in Yah, and that's something that we're going to have to do forever. Because when we go through a time of trouble, such as never was, since there was a nation, even to that same time, that's the main time we're going to need that trust. Because you know why? Because fearfulness is going to surprise the hypocrites. See, the hypocritical people are going to be afraid in that time. The hypocritical people are not going to be able to put their trust in Yah. And that's why it says fearfulness have what? Surprised the hypocrite. But when you keep your trust in the mighty Yah, He's going to keep your mind at perfect peace. Keep going.
Trust ye in Yah forever. For in Yah is everlasting.
It's everlasting. This is where we draw our strength from. It's from Yahweh. And thinking back on the name of Yahweh. Thinking back how He saved our people out of the land of Egypt. And if He can save them, then He can save me. And not can He save me, but He's going to save me. And I don't know how many people have, and I'm sure everybody that's been through our trials and tribulations in life, but I'm going to tell you what, my heart is fixed. And what we got to do is we got to fix our heart. We got to fix our heart. We can't let our heart keep backsliding back. We can't keep our heart keep letting, oh, I'm scared today, I'm getting fearful. You got to have your heart fixed in Yahweh. Because one day we might go out there, there might be some big old giants out there. And those who, the hypocrites, are like, oh man, we can't fight them. I might be good enough, but we only got 2 people who can fight. And everybody else can't fight. No. The Almighty will put strength in you, just like He put in David. All you got to do is be fearless. And all you got to do is keep your trust in Yahweh. David, like, who is this little young man? I'll snatch this little dude up by his pants in the back and hold him and let him while his legs kick. And this is what Goliath thinking. But David is like, nah, who is this uncircumcised fool who would dare defy the Elohim of Israel? This is the kind of strength that we got to have, y'all. Out of all the trials and tribulations that the Almighty have helped you through, and I know He doesn't help everybody through them. Everybody in this room got a testimony. We got to keep those things in remembrance. Keep going. 5th verse.
For He bringeth down them that dwell.
For He bringeth down them that what?
Dwell on high.
Dwell on high. And that's another reason why we can't let our hearts and our minds get haughty and arrogant. Because if you do, the Almighty will turn your knowledge into foolishness. He'll be having you doubting the very things that brought you into helping to understand who He was. He will send confusion your way. For He bringeth down them that dwell on high. And that's another thing that I'm going to show y'all in the book of, if we can get to it, the day of Isaiah, the 28th chapter. The sister sung the thing about line upon line, but there's more than line upon line than you need. The other thing that you need besides that line upon line is you need humility. Because you can read something line upon line and be dead wrong about it. You can read something line upon line and the Almighty give you a whole state of confusion as to what the conclusion is. So we're going to talk about those things and how we can preserve ourselves, how we can start to build ourselves back up. And when I say start to build ourselves back up, we got a whole nation to build. It ain't about building this room. It ain't about building our own households. It's about rebuilding a nation. Keep going, please.
For He bringeth down them that dwell on high. The lofty city He layeth low. He layeth it low even to the
When
ground.
Israel, when our people went in power, they never thought that they was going to be laid low. You understand what I'm saying? That's how they got so haughty. My granddaddy helped build this nation. I know that my granddaddy was a priest. My great-granddaddy was a priest. And the Almighty sent what? Confusion their way. Gave them wrong interpretations of what they were supposed to be understanding because of their haughtiness, because of their rebellion. Keep going.
He layeth it low even to the ground. He bringeth it even to the dust. The foot shall tread it down, even the feet of the poor, and the steps of the needy. The way of the just is uprightness.
The way of the just is uprightness. And if we call ourselves just people, our way is supposed to be upright. Our ways are supposed to be of Yahweh. Go ahead.
The way of the just is uprightness. Thou most upright, doest way of the path of the just.
Thou most upright. That's who Yahweh is. Yah is the most upright. And it says he doeth weigh the path of the just. Because see, we all think we right in our own eyes, right? But Yah is the judge. Yah is still going to weigh. And that's why every single thing that we do, that's why it says ponder the path of your goings. Ponder the path of your feet to make sure that you ponder it before you do it. You research it before you take a step forward. You read the ingredients before you just start gobbling.
Hallelujah.
Just as an example. Keep going.
Yea, in the way of thy judgments, O Yah, have we waited for thee. The desire of our soul is to thy name, and to the remembrance of thee. With my soul have I desired thee in the night.
My soul have I desired thee, O Yah, in the night, when most of the people at night going around lurking for wickedness. That's the time that the freaks come out, they say. That's the time where most wickedness is done at night. But he says, my soul, what? With my soul have I desired thee in the night. In other words, in the nighttime, I got righteousness on my mind. Go ahead. 26 and 9.
Yea, with my spirit within me will I seek thee early.
With my spirit within me. And sometimes you have to force the spirit that's within you to do good. That's why it says make within you a new heart. Sometimes you got to do, that's why the Almighty gave us free will. That's why he called us Elohims, because you have the ability to make change in yourself. Go ahead.
For when my judgments are in the earth.
Ultimately he is going to have to do the rest, right? I get that. Go ahead.
For when my judgments are in the earth, the inhabitants of the world will learn righteousness.
When my judgments are in the earth, the inhabitants of the world will learn righteousness. And who's going to restore those judgments? Us. It's going to be us who are supposed to be that light, that example. The inhabitants of the world will learn righteousness. Keeping Yahweh's Sabbath day. Keeping Yahweh's holy convocation. I was telling somebody earlier today, we go to work 6 days. And we on time. Get there, Yahweh, they say get there at 8 o'clock. You there at 8, 7:55. Yeah. Some people there at 7:30. Yeah. Some people there at 8. I made there at 8:05. I'm 5 minutes late. Huffing and puffing as you go through the door. But then Yah called for a holy convocation. Yah's servants called for a holy convocation. And I ain't pointing out nobody. I'm just saying, this is how Israel is, right?
Always.
Then we want to get there every other week, every 3 weeks. And this is Yahweh work. See, we got work to do for Yahweh as well. And even on the Sabbath day, we got work to do. And that work is to praise Yahweh. And to make sure Yahweh's message get out. And this is how people start to lean to their own understanding. Well, I'm staying there sleeping today. Well, that just lets you know how jacked up your spirit is. Because Yah says that he gives us a holy convocation. And as a matter of fact, you give us a holy convocation. Some people don't even have a holy convocation to go to. But you got 3 or 4 of them in one city and you still can't get your trifling tail up and go to a holy convocation. That's the word of Yahweh. And see, that's why Yahweh's servants don't get paid, because they don't care about your feelings when they come to Yahweh's word. We give you the word of Yahweh, and if you don't like it, they take it up with Yahweh. Don't take it up. He's the one who said have a holy convocation, not me. Who said have a holy convocation? Yeah. Brother Dan. Or did he say stay home and sleep all day on the Sabbath day? Yahweh said you get your tail up on the Sabbath day and come and praise me. You get your tail up on the Sabbath day and come and sing songs to me. You want to sing songs to everybody else all week, but when it comes to Yahweh, you don't want to sing to him. So that spirit, you got to get rid of. That spirit, you got to go to Yahweh and say, Yahweh, I need some help. Because that surely ain't the answer. That is the road to damnation, having a spirit like that. That's the road to damnation. That's not the road to salvation. And that's why it says in the 10th verse, what do it say?
Let favor be showed to the wicked.
Let favor be showed to the wicked. I done woke you up. I done gave you my word. And you still don't want to do right. Let favor be showed to the wicked.
Yet will he not learn righteousness.
Yet he still ain't going to learn righteousness. Well, I'm still going to eat my pork. I'm still not going to keep the Sabbath day. I'm still going to have my other God. Let favor be showed to the righteous, and the righteous going to do what? Learn righteousness. Let favor be showed to the wicked, and the wicked what? Yet will he not learn righteousness. Did I make that up, or did it say that? Can I get a hallelujah, or y'all mad at me too? Is that what Yahweh say, or did I just make that up? Read it again.
Let favor be showed to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness will he deal
In the
unjustly.
land of uprightness will he deal unjustly. See, it ain't me that's testifying against our wickedness. It's the word of Yah that's going to tear each one of our tails up. And sometimes when you throw that word out there, the word going to tear your tail up. And if you're a righteous person, you're going to accept it. And you're going to be like, Yahweh, I need to change, and you're going to move forward. But if you're a wicked person, you're going to be like, I can't stand that nigga getting up there talking about me. No, it's Yahweh talking about you. Keep going. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say the N word, but that's what our people say, right? I'm sorry, we are on the internet. I should have said a quote, that's what they say, but keep going.
In the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly, and will not behold the majesty
And will not
of Yahweh.
behold the majesty of Yahweh. And what is the majesty of Yahweh? The beauty of Yahweh. All that Yahweh got to offer you in your life. All that Yah has done for you in your life. All that Yahweh has done for your family in your life. You're not going to understand that. You're not going to give Yah the credit for that. You're not going to behold all the things that he's given to you. Well, I did it myself. Okay. We're going to see. 11th verse.
Yah, when my hand is lifted
When
up,
thy hand is lifted up, O Yahweh.
they will not see.
First of all, first they ain't going to see it. See, because first they ain't going to be able to behold the beauty, the majesty of Yahweh. So when Yah start doing his work and lifting up his hand, they ain't going to see. But what's going to happen eventually?
But they shall see.
They shall see. You're going to see it. You might not see it now, but you're going to see it.
But they shall see and be ashamed for their envy at the people.
And be ashamed at their envy, for their envy at the people. And that's one of the reasons why we are having problems now. Because we envy people so much. We want to do what everybody else do so much. It's hard for us to walk in righteousness. It's hard for us, and this is one of the things we got to do. We got to give it up. We got to stop envying the wicked. We got to start looking unto Abraham for what we supposed to do. Look unto Sarah for what we supposed to do. Look unto our people to be our role models. Because those are going to be the models that's going to model the people living in Yahweh's everlasting kingdom. Not all this other stuff we looking at on TV. But the role models are going to be Sarah. They're going to be Abraham. They're going to be Isaac. They're going to be Jacob. They're going to be Job. They're going to be Noah. They're going to be Daniel. In the land of Babylon, in the king's house. Our king, I don't want to eat that. He didn't go to the king and say, man, I ain't eat that meat. He went and he was wise. He went and gave a petition. And because Yahweh showed him favor, what? He allowed him not to eat the king's meat. And that was probably prime rib. What they call that stuff, filet mignon. But he knew that ain't the way we do our filet mignon. They got blood and all kind of who knows what up in that filet mignon. But in any event,
left off in verse 11.
Read that again. Go ahead.
Yah, when my hand is lifted up, they will not see, but they shall see.
When your hand is lifted up, Yah, they will not see, but ultimately, he's going to make them see. Go ahead.
And be ashamed for their envy at the people. Yea, the fire of thine enemies shall devour them. Yahweh, thou wilt ordain peace for us, for thou also hast wrought all our works in us. O Yahweh, our Elohim, other kings beside thee have had dominion.
Other kings and other gods beside us have had dominion over us.
But by thee only will we make mention of thy name.
By thee only, Yah, will we make mention of thy name. Hallelujah. So I just wanted to read that. And let's go to the book of Joshua, the first chapter, because this is going to get down to the heart of what we are supposed to do. See, a lot of times we have trouble in our life. And the thing is that we all got trouble in our life, don't we? Who don't? We all have trouble in our life. And I'm going to let you all know that this scripture right here that we're about to read in Joshua, there's a direct correlation between this Joshua, the first chapter, and Deuteronomy 28. Because Yahweh said if we keep his laws that he would bless us. But he said if we don't keep his laws, what is he going to send among us? A curse. Joshua 1 and 5. Let's start there.
There shall not any man be able to stand before thee.
We got some people still turning. We good? Everybody there? Joshua 1 and 5, go ahead.
There shall not any man be able to stand before thee all the days of thy life.
And this is who y'all are. This is what we are. We're supposed to win at everything we do, y'all. Yahweh have ordained us to be a group of winners. But we got to start trusting in him. We're not a bunch of losers. We are the winners, y'all. We're supposed to prosper wheresoever, even in captivity. We're supposed to have some level of prosperity. Even during the time of Jacob's trouble, the Almighty, the scripture says, I have been young and now I am old, yet have I not seen the what? Righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. That's something that nobody want to see their seed begging bread, do we? We don't want to be forsaken. And what I'm saying, y'all, that this is what we're about to talk about right now. This is going to help us to stay on the path so that we're able to endure the times that we're about to go through. Keep going.
There shall not any man be able to stand before thee all the days of thy life. As I was with Moses, so I will be with thee.
As I was with Moses, Joshua, I will be with thee. And now he's going to give him the formula to help him to understand, if you want me to be with you, this is what you need to do.
I will not fail thee nor forsake thee. Be strong and of a good courage.
First of all, be strong and of good courage, because we can't keep these laws. And sometimes being strong and of good courage means, well, I can't eat that pork. Or I got to keep the Sabbath day. I can't work today. That's what being strong means. Well, I can't go with y'all over there because I really can't be bothered with that kind of stuff. I don't want my spirit to be manipulated by that stuff. Being strong and of good courage also means sometimes you got to rebuke people. Well, you know that wasn't right, brother. Or sister, you know that wasn't right. So we got to be of strong and of good courage to walk in the law of Yahweh. You got to be of strong and good courage to do anything that you do. If you want to be successful, if you want to be a great basketball player, I remember this guy was training these little youth for basketball, and he made them shoot, 200 shots, right? Just making you got to do 200 shots a day. And I'm just using it as a physical exercise. So if you want to be Morey Uriel, what about Ezekiel? He used to make us, when he came to do a martial arts, he'd make you get out there and meditate on ice with your shoes off. You remember that? And I'm just saying that's what breeds discipline. And whatever you want to do, you got to have discipline in whichever area of your life that you want to prosper in. So if you want to prosper with Yahweh, you got to devote time to Yahweh. Not just on the Sabbath day. Like we said, people, well, I had this sign up here one day, they had a picture of a Bible on a PowerPoint. It said it had a bunch of dust on it, and somebody carved like, read me on the Bible. You know, somebody's Bible has so much dust on it, you can write read me on it. And the thing about it is that that's not how we're supposed to be meditating on Yah day and night. And that just means like meditating on his laws, just meditating on his words. When you see things out in the public, you're thinking about the law of Yahweh. Well, we people shouldn't do that. When you look at things on TV, there's nothing wrong with looking at certain things on TV, but you should be able to make discernments between good and evil. See if you can count how many laws they break. See if you can find out why the sisters or the brothers can't get along on the thing. See what laws, you can make a game out of it. But somehow you got to keep Yahweh's laws at the forefront of your life. Be strong and of good courage. Go ahead.
For unto this people shalt thou divide for an inheritance the land, which I swear unto their fathers to give them. Only be thou strong and courageous.
Only you got to be strong and courageous. Because sometimes this law separates families. Sometimes this law separates marriages. Sometimes this law separates friends. But you got to stick in there with the law of Yahweh. Keep going.
That thou mayest observe to do according to all the law which Moses my servant commanded thee. Turn not from it to the right hand or to the left, that thou mayest prosper whithersoever thou goest.
That thou mayest prosper wheresoever thou goest. In other words, there's a direct correlation in your obedience and your prosperity. There's a direct correlation in your obedience and your peace of mind. There's a direct correlation in your obedience of Yah and your ability to be able to get along with other people. There's a direct correlation in your obedience to how you get along with people on your job. The things that happen in your life, I'm telling you, these things are not coincidences.
Right.
Yahweh say that when a man's ways please Yahweh, he make what?
Even his enemies.
So who will lie, Yahweh or we? Yah word is the truth. So if you ain't got peace around you, then you got to go back and reevaluate. Because it ain't the word that's wrong. Keep going.
Only be
very strong and very courageous, that thou mayest observe to do according to all the law which Moses my servant commanded thee. Turn not from it to the right hand or to the left, that you mayest what? Prosper. There's a direct correlation. Wheresoever thou goest. Wheresoever thou goest. If you go to Babylon, you will prosper wheresoever thou goest. If I take the whole nation and send them to Babylon, you yourself could have peace of mind. And this is something we're going to have to consider when we go through Jacob's trouble. That's why we're going to get on that Psalm 91 right after this. But in any event, go to the 8th verse. This book of the law, you got it? Joshua 1 and 8.
This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth.
Shall not depart out of thy mouth.
But thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then.
For what?
Then.
For what?
Then.
For then. There's a direct correlation. For then shalt thou make thy way what? Prosperous. So I don't care how many years you go to college. I don't care how many little devices you set up. I don't care what people you think you got on your team. Unless you're doing this law, you're going to fail. Ultimately. Unless you're prospering in your wickedness. And that's why I say the Almighty gave us the key and the formula for our prosperity. And there's a direct correlation. Yeah, you're going to fail. Oh, sometimes, yeah, you're going to have problems. But ultimately, that's when you keep your trust in there. And that's when you come back and go, yeah, man, I was having problems. Sister gave a testimony. Somebody gave a testimony a couple weeks ago where sister was down and out, didn't have nothing. Then all of a sudden, she got $750 somebody sent her. Or $1,400 or something like that. I can't remember what the number was. But they sent her double what she needed. And that's what Yahweh do. He make things happen. I'm telling y'all. Yahweh he make the impossible happen. Can you get rock? And that's, they got an old saying, you can't get water out of a rock, but Israel can. If with Yahweh with you, you can get water out of a rock. Let's go to the book of, let's go to Psalm 91. And this is what Elder Cliff and Jackie call the what? 911 call.
Praise the mighty God.
And this is, I'm gonna tell y'all, when you read this right here, what it reminds me of is, let's go to the book of Jeremiah 30. Let's go to Jeremiah 30 first, because I want to show y'all something about what's going to happen during the time of Jacob's trouble. And then we're going to jump into this right here, because that's a perfect way to transition, talking about Jacob's troubles and then going directly into this verse right here. Jeremiah 30 and Jeremiah 30. And see, that's why when he told the Almighty servant, speak unto us smooth things, right? Prophesy deceit, tell me what I want to hear. Now when you come to the service of Yah, we're going to tell you what Yah want us to hear. But you know what? When they say prophesy to us smooth things, that's why they say there are no healing medicines. Because those smooth things ain't your healing medicines. It's some nasty little herbs and them bitter herbs that we got to take sometimes that's really our healing medicine. Jeremiah 30 and 5th verse. 30 and 5. Let's start there.
Thus saith Yah, we have heard a voice of trembling.
We have heard a voice of trembling. And this is what we're going to hear, y'all. And that's why when we get to Psalm 91, it says, 1,000 shall fall at thy right side, at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right side, but it shall not come nigh unto you. Keep that in mind as we read this. Go ahead.
We have heard a voice of trembling, of fear and not of peace.
Of fear and not of peace. This is a prophecy. Go ahead.
Ask ye now, and see whether a man will travail with child.
Ask you now, after me seeing these visions in my head, Jeremiah say, do a man travail with child? And if not, why am I seeing all these men going around crying, like a woman in labor, crying with their hands on their groins? On their loins. Weeping like a woman, faces turned into flames and paleness. Why do I see men doing this? You never hardly see men cry, right? But he said, why do I see this? And he's going to tell you, go ahead.
Ask ye now and see whether a man do travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins?
Why do I see every man with his hands on his loins?
As a woman in travail.
Crying as a woman in labor.
And all faces are turned into paleness. Alas, for that day is great.
For that day is great.
So that none is like it.
So that none is like it. And this is what we try to prepare the people for that day, that none is like it. Go ahead.
It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
There go our salvation, but he shall be saved out of it. That's our key, right? We're gonna go through some problems, but we shall be what? Saved out of it. And that's the confidence that's that little thing we gotta have in the back of our mind, right? We know it's coming, but some people gonna be saved out of it. And some people that we know are not gonna be saved out of it. And this is where our strength is gonna have to come in at. This is where we're gonna have to be able to make that divide and say, I know I love that person. I know that is my brother or my sister, biological brother and sister, my biological aunt and uncle, but they didn't fear Yahweh. Now they got to suffer his wrath. And you're going to have to be able to divide yourself from that. Not that it bring you down, but divide yourself from those emotional aspects of it. Keep going.
Alas, for that day is great, so that is none like it. It is even the time of Jacob's troubles, but he shall be saved out of it.
Shall be saved out of it.
For it shall come to pass in that day, saith Yah of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck.
So at this time there is going to be a great travail. And what it's going to be the rebirthing of a nation. A rebirthing of all of the captivity that Yah put us in on the four corners of the earth. He's going to start to undo that. So it's going to be some you know what. There's going to be some things that's going to be going on in the earth. And they're going to be undeniable. I don't care if people want to say, well, 400 years, blah, blah, blah. Hey, we're going to know exactly when it's time to make a move. Yahweh's going to show us. Let's go to the book of Psalm 91. And I'm going to show you how he's going to show us. And I'm bringing all this out because we got to understand where that secret place, first of all, we got to understand what that secret place of Yahweh is. Psalm 91:1.
He that dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty.
He that dwells in the secret place of the Most High. Anybody want to make a comment on what the secret place is of the Most High? Any comments on that? Don't have to be, but yes, ma'am. Because it's something you really got to think about, what that secret place is. And frankly, it's a little difficult to explain. But I just want to hear what some other thoughts are. Go ahead.
Shabbat shalom. All praises go to Yah for this great Sabbath day. It's a very complex thing, but when you think about it, when I think about it, it's an unwavering, steadfast trust in Almighty. Unwavering. Everybody don't fit into that category. Yes, the Almighty gives us protection when we do the right thing. But when you say when it says that you dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High, when I think about that, I think about his works, his angels, the Levites. I think about babies. I think about us, but I think we fall into different categories when we say we're protected by the Almighty, because along with that comes actions, work. And it's not all about what he can do for you, but do you actually know who the Almighty is? You know what I mean? Like you were talking about the Sabbath day. It's because of the Almighty's mercy that we all here, that we're able to come on the Sabbath day. But yes, we do act, if we were really serious, and I'm not talking about anybody, I'm talking about myself, but if we were more serious about things, we would think about the Sabbath day and then all the other things that come with that. And even work. It's people that do work on the Sabbath day for his servants, for the place. You have to do work, in order for things to take place. But I think when we talk about the protection, it comes along with a lot of things that's not tangible either. It's a lot of things that are intangible, if anybody know what I'm saying. It's unseen, It's about having that relationship with the Almighty, and it goes into a deeper level that some of us can even, feel or see, But boy, that's a real deep statement right there. Praise God.
Hallelujah. Okay, we'll take one more comment. Did you have one? All right, one more comment, and we're gonna move forward. We're going to talk about what the secret place of Yah is. Where the secret place is. Go ahead.
Secret place of the Most High to me, is where He leads you to protect you. You know what I mean? It could be different depending on the scenario. Ultimately, it's a place that only you and Yah know about. You know what I mean? And you dwell in there for your place of safety and your place of refuge. And your enemy don't know where the secret place is. He that dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow, meaning the darkness. You hidden in His quiver. So that's what the secret place is to me.
Praise the mighty Yah. We're going to move forward. Do you have one? Let's move forward on what the secret place of Yahweh is. Psalm 91:1. And I'm sure we all want to find out, and we're going to walk in the secret place. It says, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. And what I'm saying, where that secret place is a spiritual place. That secret place of the Almighty is a place where you walking in the fear of Yahweh. And when you fearing Yah's name and walking under His commandments. Second verse, and I'm going to prove that.
I will say of Yah, He is my refuge.
I will say of Yahweh, He is my refuge.
And my fortress.
And my fortress.
My Elohim.
He's my Elohim.
In Him will I trust.
In Him will I trust. And I'm going to tell y'all another thing that sometimes we get mixed up on what trusting Yahweh means. Trusting Yahweh, oh yeah, I trust in Yahweh. Well, if you trust in Yahweh, you would obey Him. That's what trusting Yahweh means. Right. That's why it says trust in Yahweh and lean not into thy own understanding. Into thy own understanding. In other words, you don't lean to your own understanding, but you lean into what Yahweh said to do. Trust in Yahweh with all of your heart and lean not into your own understanding. In all thy ways do what? Find out what He said to do and do that. Not find out what you say. Don't lean to your own. And that's why sometimes people have problems because they lean to their own understanding. Keep going.
Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler.
Surely He's going to deliver thee from the snare of the fowler. And this is the thing about Jacob's trouble. Because this is when the snare of the fowler is really going to be there. But surely He's going to deliver thee from the snare of the fowler. Go ahead. And from the what?
From the noisome
pestilence. And that's why He said that we will be delivered out of it. Go ahead.
He shall cover thee with His feathers.
He's going to cover you with His feathers. In other words, Yah is going to make, hey, back on the back row. Empress, come up here and sit with her. He needs to be listening. We need to have, yeah. Come on. You'll come up here with me if you want to, babe. We need some. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee. Come on. He shall cover thee with His feathers. And she coming too, ain't she? Come on, baby. He shall cover thee with His feathers. Under His wings shalt thou trust. And His truth shall be thy shield and thy buckler. And what is that? It says He is the scripture says He is a buckler to who? Those that walk uprightly. In other words, He's a shield to those that walk uprightly. Yahweh is. He's a shield to those that walk uprightly. And this is what it all has to do with. It has to do with walking uprightly. Let's go to let's flip the Psalms. Let's flip to Psalms 25 and 12. Because I got a couple of scriptures that I want to just correlate with that. Psalms 55 and 12.
55 or 25?
25 and 12. We get a little dyslexic up here sometime. Psalm 55 and 12.
25 and 12.
25 and 12. Told y'all, didn't I? Psalms 25 and 12.
What man is he that fears Yahweh?
What man? And it's all about us fearing and being obedient. See, this is how you get hid. That's why Yahweh's going to hide you in the secret in that secret place. In other words, wheresoever you go, you're going to be hid. Wheresoever you go, you're going to be what? hid. Go ahead.
Him shall he teach in the way that he shall choose.
Him shall he teach. Who is he going to teach in the way he shall choose? The man that fear him. Go ahead. 13th verse.
His soul shall dwell at ease.
This is going to be another thing. Him that fear him, his soul shall what? Dwell at ease. Him that fear Yahweh, his soul going to dwell at what? Ease. Go ahead.
And his seed shall inherit the earth.
And his seed shall inherit the earth. Go ahead.
The secret of Yah is within that fear.
And the secret of Yahweh, talking about secret things that are revealed, the secret of Yahweh are with them that what? Fear him, that obey him. And what? And he will show them his what? His covenant. So not only is Yahweh going to hide you in this secret place, and this secret place is just a spiritual covering. It's the Yahweh spiritual covering of protection that he gives the righteous. But he also reveals his secrets also unto them that fear him. Go to the book of Isaiah, the 28th chapter. Now we're going to get this, and this is not about your song because you got a beautiful song, but the line on line thing, I want to clarify this, 28. Because line upon line is the exact formula that Yahweh give us to be able to understand his word, right?
Right.
But you need something else along with line upon line. And does anybody know what that is? Huh?
Laying from the milk and drawn from the breast.
Let's go and see. Isaiah 28. Isaiah 28. Tell them again, Isaiah what? 28. Isaiah 28. And I'm going to tell you what the opposite of what it takes. See, there's something that's required to go along with that line upon line. And it's the opposite of what we about to read. What does the first verse say?
Woe to the crown of
Woe
pride.
to the crown of what? Pride. So the opposite, that's the opposite of what you need to understand the word of Yahweh line upon line. Because when we go down here and read it, they're going to say, well, we read the word line upon line. But they read the word here a little and there a little, but the end result is that they may go and fall backwards and be broken and snared and taken, not get the right understanding. Woe to the crown of pride. That's the opposite. So what I'm saying that you need that spirit of humility. You need that spirit of a baby. That's what he's talking about in that, what verse? Let's just keep going all the way down. And we're going to end with this, and I'm going to come back with the secret thing maybe a little bit more next week. Because that also ties into Isaiah 53. And it ties into, and I'm going to show y'all how it ties right in. Because there's a division. There's always been a division or a spiritual war, not only between even our people. There's always been spiritual wars even between Israel, between the righteous and the wicked of Israel. Isaiah 28:1 says, woe to the crown of pride, to the drunkards of Ephraim. And that's one of the things you got to watch out for. Because when we get these different spirits in us, you understand what I'm saying? When we get these spirits of these different spirits, and I don't have them in me, so I know what they are. These different spirits of us, of alcohol and some other kind of spirits, sometimes it gives you another spirit. It don't always give you that clean spirit that Yahweh wants you to have when it comes down to the heart of it, to the real deal of it. And that's why he separated us from wine and strong drink. So that we can separate us from bread. Sometimes Yahweh even got to take the bread away to get down to the heart of you. Woe to the crown of pride, to the drunkards of Ephraim, whose glorious beauty you're glorious right now, but your glorious beauty is a what? It's a fading flower. You going downhill and don't even know it. Because you still think you're at the top and prospering, but your ways are going down or taking you down. which are on the head of the fat valleys of them that are overcome with wine. Second verse.
Behold, Yahweh hath a mighty and strong one, which hath a tempest of hail and destroying storm, as a flood of mighty waters overflowing, shall cast down to the earth.
So Yahweh have a mighty and a strong one. So I don't care what rulers are in power. And that's why the scripture says, if thou see violent perverting of judgment in a province, y'all know what I'm talking about? Marvel not at the matter. For him that is higher than the highest regardeth the matter. And him that is higher than the highest is the one in control. And this is what Yahweh is talking about right now. Little do you know, drunkards of Ephraim, that Yahweh have a mighty and strong one, which is a tempest of hell is about to tear your tail up. And a destroying storm as a flood of mighty waters overflowing shall cast down to the earth with the hand. Third verse.
The crown of pride, drunkards of Ephraim.
Crown of pride, the drunkards of Ephraim, they shall be what?
Trodden.
They shall be. So right now they up high and mighty. So they don't understand what's about to happen to them. They shall be trodden under feet. Go ahead, fourth verse.
And the glorious beauty which is on the head of the fat valley shall be a fading flower.
Shall be a fading flower.
And as the hasty fruit before the summer, which when he that looks upon it sees it, while it is yet in his hand, he eats it up. And that day shall Yahweh of hosts be for a crown of glory, and for a diadem of beauty unto the residue.
So there was always a residue of the people that even though the drunkards of Ephraim were in power and they were ruling the nation by wickedness, there was always a residue of people, stand still, there was always a residue of people that always held their ground and kept righteousness. And that was, you think that this is a tough time. Imagine being in your own land, your own kings are running the government by wickedness, running everything by wickedness, and you one of the few ones, Israelites, that's still trying to hold on to the law of Yah. And they know you trying to hold on to it, so they're going to be against you even more. This has always been the battle that's went on between the righteous and the wicked among our people. And that's the same one that is talking about in the book of Isaiah, the 53rd chapter. But keep going.
And for a spirit of judgment to him that sits in judgment.
Yah going to be a spirit of judgment for him. That Yah is going to be for a spirit of judgment for that residue, for him that sit in judgment. Go ahead.
And for strength to them that turn the
And Yah's going to be one for strength, so we can go to war with 5 people if we need to. We don't need 10,000 people. Sometimes y'all always say y'all got too many. I'm not going to get my glory. Y'all got too many people. Send half of them home. Let me see how some of them drink water. See if they drink it with their hands or if they lap it up. And very few of them lap it up, so the other ones send the other ones home. And sometimes y'all eliminate people so that he can only work with a few. So that because it's really about his glory. It ain't about the glory of the people and what this person did. Everything is about the glory of Yahweh. Keep going.
And for strength to them that turn the battle to the gate. But they also have erred through wine and through strong drink.
Erred through wine and strong drink. Are they out of the way?
The priest and the prophet.
The priest and the prophet have erred
through strong drink.
Through strong drink. And they're getting cool like, yeah, I'm about to get it on. I'm telling you, I can interpret it better when I'm cool. I done said that before and I done heard it before. And I know better. The Almighty require a different kind of spirit when it comes to his word. He required the purest form of us. And that's why he even wants us to fast sometime. I don't even want you to get away from that food. The various, I want the bare butt naked part of you. Not with all that other stuff attached. Not with all that thick bread attached. Not with all them good steaks attached. I want you hungry when I talk to you. I want you impoverished. I don't want you feeling good. I don't want you floating on cloud 9. I want you the rawest that you are. Matter of fact, I want you a little suffering maybe a little bit. so that I can really get to you. Keep going.
They are swallowed up of wine. They are out of the way through strong drink. They err in vision. They stumble in judgment.
They err in vision. They stumble in judgment. And I know everybody thinks that they make the right judgments. But let me tell you, that's not right. But keep going.
For all tables are full of vomit and filthiness, so that there is no place clean. Whom shall he teach knowledge?
Now let's ask you the question. Whom shall he teach knowledge? Who teach knowledge?
Yah.
Whom shall Yahweh teach knowledge?
Whom shall he make to understand
And
doctrine?
whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Because it's truly Yahweh who gives a man understanding. And it's also Yahweh that says, you know what, I can make even a wise man knowledge into what? Foolishness. Yahweh can totally take your understanding and turn it upside down. And anybody who don't believe we're supposed to have a holy convocation, and you've been doing a holy convocation, and now you're too good to come to a holy convocation, that ain't what Yahweh instruct. Not at all. So you got a whole different spirit. You got a whole different understanding than what Yahweh gives you, what you're supposed to have. Keep going. And we're going to end, y'all. I know y'all tired. We're going to end. We narrowing it down. But keep going. We're going to finish this one last part out, and then we'll come back on this next week. But I want y'all to please zero in on what we're about to talk about right now. Whom shall he teach knowledge, and whom shall he make to understand doctrine? And then he's going to tell you the type of them that are weaned from get a little baby. Them that are weaned from the milk, because you can't tell a grown person nothing. You know how they say you can't teach an old dog new tricks? I mean, that ain't true. That's not true that you can't. But it says, whom shall he teach knowledge, and whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. So this sister right here, she's been a Christian all her life. Then she come in here, she found out I don't really know nothing about the Bible. I thought I knew everything about the Bible. I thought I was, now I'm figuring it out that this ain't what I thought it was. And now I'm really learning. Am I right, Elder, or am I wrong?
You are right, sir.
Let them hear it.
You are correct, sir.
And that's coming from the voice of an elder who had to make herself as a baby. Because she done read the Bible before.
All the time.
But she had a whole different spirit, a whole different understanding. But then she had to go back and humble herself and make herself as a baby. This says, them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. So then when he tells you who, now he's going to tell you the formula in which those who he can teach doctrine to, he's going to tell you the formula on which they are to get their understanding. For what?
For with stammering lips and another tongue will he speak to this people, to whom he said, this is the rest wherewith you may cause the weary to rest.
Wait. You went all the way down. 10th verse. Okay. So the formula is, again, for precept must be upon precept, right?
Right.
The who was the meat. That's why it says the meat shall he guide in judgment. Y'all might not go guide you being haughty. That's why if somebody come to me and say something to me, I have to think about it. Sometimes I might not have the right reaction right off, or we might collide, but I have to come back and think about it and be like, wait a minute now. One thing that I can't do is I can't be wrong. I can't be looking at things in my own eyes. I got to consider what people say. And if it's wrong, then it's wrong. But if it's some validity to it, then it's some validity to it. And that's the end of the story. I'm not the first person that's been wrong, and I'm not the last person that don't ever be wrong. But some people, I don't want to admit I'm wrong. Well, you a fool. If you can't admit you can't never be wrong. For precept must be upon. How do you think we're going to learn? Why do you think Yahweh say, gather yourselves together, O nation not desired? Why do you think he said that? Because there's other people, other Israelites that are out there that we got to learn from. That know some things that we don't know. He didn't give everything to him, because if he gave everything to us, well, we'd be haughty. We'd be up there now. But Yahweh don't work like that. He spread his people in the four corners of the earth. Just like he had to tell Elijah. Elijah's like, well, Yahweh, I'm the only one that's been serving you. And I don't think he said it like that. I think he was like, man, ain't nobody else out there Yahweh serving me but you. That's how I think the spirit that he had. And y'all like, man, I got 3,000 more, buddy, that you don't even know about over somewhere that have not bowed down to these deities. But in any event, 10 verse 6, for precept must be upon precept. But the first thing before we get to that, you got to have that verse 9. You got to have that spirit of humility. Because I'm going to show you going down, the other ones had the spirit of pride. It's going to tell you about the other spirit that they had with the spirit of pride. It says, for precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little. Meaning that if you want to know something about adultery, you got to search different places in the scripture. You got to look adultery up. You got to look other key words up. It ain't just only looking adultery up. It's looking at other words up. You got to go, but you got to zero in on certain topics and subjects that surrounding that in order to get the understanding. 11 verse, it says, for with stammering lips and another tongue will he speak to this people. And this is how the Almighty often speaks to his people with different tongues, with stammering lips. We got stammering lips today. In another tongue, are we speaking, is the Almighty communicating with his people? 12 verse, to whom he said, with those stammering lips, to whom he said, this is the rest. King, you with me? Yeah. To whom he said, this is the rest wherewith ye may cause the weary to rest. What's the rest? The law of Yahweh. The word of Yahweh. This is the rest wherewith ye may cause the weary to rest, and this is the refreshing. 13th verse. But they would not hear. Who would not hear? The people from the first verse. The people from the first verse was who? Woe to the crown of pride. That's who would not hear. It says, but they would not hear. Yet they would not hear, but the word was unto them. Man, my granddaddy been doing this. I know how to read the word line upon line, precept upon precept. Here a little and there a little, but the end result is that they may go and what? Fall backwards. Not get the true understanding. Fall backwards and be broken and snared and taken. So here you have two different scenarios. You got the humble who got the word of Yahweh line upon line, precept upon precept. And then you got the ones that had the pride that read the word line upon line, precept upon precept, but the end result that they may go and fall backwards and err in vision and stumble in judgment and be broken and snared and taken. Do y'all get that? Fourteenth verse. Then he says, wherefore hear the word of Yahweh, ye what? Scornful men who got the word of Yahweh precept upon precept, but they was going backwards and being broken and snared and taken and was stumbling in vision and erring in judgment. Hear ye the word of Yahweh, ye scornful men which rule this people which is in Jerusalem, because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we in agreement. In other words, they didn't say we made a covenant with death, but they were so stubborn in their ways, they were saying, we're going to do what we're going to do. Because we have said we have made a covenant, and you ain't right. And when the overflowing scores come through, it ain't going to come on us. You think you right, now we right. The overflowing scourge is not going to come upon us. They said when the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come on us. For we have made lies our refuge. And they didn't say that with their mouth, but this is what their actions were showing. We have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood have we hidden ourselves. Then it says, therefore thus saith Yahweh, behold, I lay in Zion for a foundation, a stone, a tried stone. So you can try Yahweh word all you want, but Yahweh word ain't gonna never come back false. People that came up here and tried to challenge these teachings year after year after year, and the word of Yahweh is still going on strong. And it's still going to continue to go on strong as long as we continue to fear Yahweh and continue to be humble and not act like we can't be taught nothing or told nothing. See, that's when you start going off the other path. That's when you start making things up that ain't there. That's when the Almighty starts to turn your understanding a whole nother way. And with that being said, the secret place of Yahweh is walking in the fear of Yahweh, continuing to be unwavering as much as you can in His Word. You're going to make mistakes. You make mistakes, come back and say, I'm sorry, Yahweh, I made a mistake. Please forgive me. Please accept me back, Yahweh. Please don't take your Holy Spirit away from me, Yahweh. That's how we got to act when we deal with Yahweh. Yahweh ain't like one of us.
That's right.
And just because sometimes He don't communicate directly with us, we just think we can do or say anything to Yahweh and just period. No, the Almighty requires righteousness. But in any event, I just want to say hallelujah. I hope that was edifying, and we are going to continue this next week because it goes into Isaiah 53. And I'm going to show y'all one verse in Isaiah 53 of what I mean. Go to Isaiah 53. I'm going to show y'all a couple verses real quick. Because what Isaiah 53 is all about as well, there's always been a spiritual war. Stand up. If you're going to stand up with me, you're going to have to be good, okay? And be still. The servants of Yah, there's always been a spiritual war between the righteous and the wicked of Yahweh's people.
Yes, sir.
There's always been a spiritual battle. Because number one, they dwell among one another. They dwell in the same communities. There was a spiritual battle because the righteous thought they knew what they were talking about, and the wicked thought they knew what they were talking about. So there was a colliding, right? There was division. Look at the second verse. 53. I'm going to start at 1. It says, who have believed our report, to whom is the arm of Yahweh? Who is the arm of Yahweh revealed?
Us.
The righteous. This is not just talking about Israel versus other nations. This is talking about the righteous versus the wicked. And I'm going to show you that. It says, for he shall grow up before him as a tender plant and as a root out of a dry ground. He have no form or comeliness. And when who see him? When we shall see him, the wicked of our people, or those that don't have the understanding, when we shall see him, Brother Terrence, there is no beauty that the wicked desires in the righteous. The righteous is an abomination to the wicked. They like a bag of poop or something. Thought that would make y'all laugh. They are. They're like a bag of poop. Man, you turning their nose up.
And we still on the internet.
I said a bag of poop, I didn't say. Fourth verse. Third verse. He is despised and rejected of men. What men? His own people. He is despised and rejected of men, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief. And we hid, who was the we? The wicked among our people. The wicked of our people hid, as it were, our faces from the righteous. The righteous were always despised, and we, as the wicked of our people, we esteemed them not. But surely when the Almighty put us in captivity, surely he had borne our griefs. Because he had to go into captivity too. Surely he had carried our sorrows, yet we did look upon him, stricken, smitten of Elohim, and afflicted like we were. But he was wounded for what? For our transgression. So the righteous had to go into captivity, and the righteous of our people sometimes suffer because the Almighty brought the transgressions of the wicked of the nation upon the whole people. But he was wounded for our transgressions. He was bruised for our iniquity. Are y'all getting what I'm saying? Go down to the 9th verse. Go down to the 8th verse. He was taken from prison and judgment, and who shall declare his generation? For he was cut off out of the land of the living, the righteous, when the Almighty took our people into captivity. Some of the righteous lost their lives. He was cut off out of the land of captivity, out of the land of the living. For the transgression of my people was he cut off out of the land of the living. And he made his grave with who? The wicked. Some of the righteous of our people made their grave with the wicked. And to prove that, one verse, Ezekiel 20, and I'm done. This is the main verse that I go to, one of the main verses. You see it where? Okay. Ezekiel 20. Or is it 21? Yeah, 21. Ezekiel 21. Ezekiel 21, I'll read the first 4 verses. And then we're going to end. It says, y'all got it? And the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face toward Jerusalem, and drop thy word toward the holy places, and prophesy against the land of Israel. And I know some of the righteous people are in there as well, but they got to get out the land too, because of what the wicked did. Say unto the land of Israel, thus saith Yahweh, behold, I am against thee, and will draw forth my what? Sword out of his sheath, and will cut off from thee who? The righteous and the wicked. So the righteous had to go too. And if by chance any of the righteous lost their life in the land of the living for the transgression of my people, as it said in the book of Isaiah 53, then that righteous was granted everlasting life. And we'll look at that in its entirety next week. But I wanted to show y'all that, what we just read. Then he says in the 4th verse, seeing then that I cut off from thee the righteous, what? And the wicked. Therefore shall my sword go forth out of his sheath against what? All flesh. So I just wanted to show you all that, and understanding that there's always been a battle between the righteous and the wicked, because the righteous always said, look, man, we got to do this, we got to do that. And then the wicked like, no, we can do this on the Sabbath day. We can talk about what we want to talk about on the Sabbath day. We can do what we want to do on the Sabbath day. We can eat what we want to eat. We ain't got to not eat pork. It can be a little bit mixed in. I mean, it was always some conflict, right? But those that had the fear of Yah tried their best to just stick to let Yahweh be in their God. And that's where that's why whom shall he teach knowledge, and whom shall he make to understand doctrine? See, the secret of Yahweh is with them that what? Fear him. But those that don't fear him ain't going to get the secret. So they're going to have a whole different understanding. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. And we're going to pray to Yah that we continue to get the right understanding. We're going to pray to Yah that we continue to do things right. We already started doing new things, right? Praising Yahweh, singing songs. I mean, come on now. When Yahweh tell us we need to make a change, and we just got to make a change. If it's for the right thing, and that's just the bottom line. If it's the wrong thing, we might have to think about it, we'll talk about it. But if it's definitely the right thing, that's what we got to do. And on that note, I say hallelujah. Hallelujah. Praise the mighty Yah. Yah is righteous. Yah is holy. And we love you, Yahweh. And we pray that you love us, Yah. And we pray that you have mercy on us, Yah. And we pray that you guide and protect us, Almighty Yah. And we stand and we face the east. Because I know y'all ready to go, ain't y'all? Any comments, so?
All praise.
Hallelujah. Stand right here. Turn and face the east. Shema.
Shema.
Repeat after me. Shema.
Shema.
Yisrael.
Israel.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Eloheinu.
Eloheinu.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Akkad.
Akkad.
Hear, O Israel, Yahweh our Elohim, Yahweh is one. May the mighty Yah bless thee. May the mighty Yah keep thee. May the mighty Yah make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. May the mighty Yah lift up his countenance upon each and every one of you and give you peace. Also, may the name of the mighty, mighty Yah rest upon each and every one of you. Hallelujah! 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 Praise the mighty Yah. For Yah is righteous all the time. Hallelujah. Praise Him.